Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, I've got a question for you. Have you ever wanted to unpack mental health and all it's about? Well, we've got you covered as we are about to discuss a few ways to improve your mental health through confidence and a few key things that you could easily implement at home. Starting with you, Tabzi, basic elementary understanding of mental health. What is it?
I think mental health for me is the most elementary understanding of it is really just being so in tune with your thoughts, how you feel, and how you express the way that you feel. Because it starts there really. The way that you feel impacts on how you show up to people. It impacts the way that your confidence levels show up and how you shine where you need to shine. And when you're not healthy there, where it's not healthy, where you're constantly bashing yourself or you're not feeling like you are 100%, and most times you won't be 100%, it's not always realistic. But where you're feeling at your lowest most of the time and not feeling like anything is worth it, that is the place to start asking yourself questions, really.
Absolutely.
For you, Mama?
You know what, for me, it's about finding balance. I mean, from your mental state, your emotional state, you know, and your spirituality. For me, it's like the 4 keys, when they all balanced, trust me, your mind holds the power to your entire life, your entire body. The minute your mind is not that stable, then your heart will not function that well, your soul will be somehow, do you understand what I'm saying? So then if you are spiritually balanced, you find a way to balance all of these 3, because when you pray, you feel better. When you feel better, you act better. Do you understand? So it's like, it's a whole chain thing.
It has a ripple
mind,
effect.
body, soul.
It's a mind, body, and soul thing, you know, and no one can do it for you. It all starts with you. The minute you accept that I need to change the way I think because it affects the way I act, or I need to start praying more because, do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's just finding balance.
And sometimes, to the point of nobody can do it for you, it starts with you and only you can do it for yourself. That is so true. But it's not to say that nobody can walk that journey along with you, because sometimes some people do need that support system. I found for me, for example, and a very recent thing, in the last couple of months, I found just having someone or having people around to talk to can trigger a lot of sort of reactive, but positively reactive things that you start to do in your life. So for me, I found that I was in a dark period for a long time, and I didn't know what the real cause of it was. I just found that no matter what it was that I did, I just wasn't feeling 100%. I was uninspired, unmotivated, didn't care for anything or for anyone. But starting to have that conversation with someone really then started to unlock that, okay, why are you feeling this way? You start to double click on so many of those questions that you aren't able to maybe ask yourself, you haven't asked yourself. And it's the most beautiful thing to have someone to be able to do that with.
You know, being able to have open conversations like these are kind of the springboard, I believe, in being able to see that ripple effect impacting the rest of your life. For myself, mental health is all about, you know, it's in the name, it's in the word. Your mental, what is going on mentally, what conversations are you having with yourself, what conversations are you having with others, what are you projecting, what are you introspecting on, and is it healthy or not? Now, a lot of times the answer is it is not healthy. But where to from there? How have you been able to kind of resuscitate your mental health? A lot of people think of yoga, meditation, exercise, prayer is something that we've spoken about very openly. Walks, cooking could even help you with your mental health. How have you been able to find an outlet?
You know, for me, I always say, you become what you read, eat, listen to, talk about on a daily. So those 4 things, if you are not reading the right stuff, you're not watching the right stuff, you're not listening to the right things, you're not communicating with the right people, then everything is, you understand what I'm saying? So the minute you change that, that's what I did for myself, to actually even come out from the fashion industry to go into the wellness industry. It was just a transition that I watched myself come out of that into this, because I said to myself, I want to do something that I can happily speak about every day, which is healing people. I enjoy it, you know. I want to read about this.
Yeah.
I want to read something that I'm enjoying to read every day. I want to watch content that I enjoy watching
Things
every
that
day.
feed you,
You understand?
inspire
Like,
you.
even when I unfollowed people on social media, it was not about them, but about my mental health. You know, it's like the content you're feeding does not feed my soul the right way. You understand?
Yeah.
Hence, you have people suffering FOMO and whatnot and all these things, because you are feeding yourself this content that clashes with your plans, with everything, because now you want to be that.
And you are not.
And you are not that, you know? So my husband will tell you, even when it comes to a movie or the time that I will spend watching something, if it doesn't build me, then I'm not going to spend time watching it. I don't watch movies.
Let's keep the conversation going, Mzansi. Reach over on our social media platforms. Let us know all about it. What are you going through? How do you define mental health? And not only how do you define it, but if you are in a pit, how do you rise above? Let's keep it going online. Thank you guys so much.
I love you.
Ah.